Just because you don't get your way, you can't come to the well, bring your friends, and throw a temper tantrum with an adolescent bullhorn. But certainly don't start by commandeering the well while we're conducting business here in this Tennessee General Assembly. That's why you're standing there, because of that temper tantrum that day, for that yearning to have attention. That's what you wanted. Well, you're getting it now.
How many of you want to be spoken to that way? We're not talking about politics. We're not talking about even gun violence. How many of you would want to be spoken to that way? The reason that I believe the sponsor of this legislation, of this resolution, spoke that way is because he's comfortable doing it. Because there's a decorum that allows it.
There it is. So spare me your fragile ass decorum when you allow members who have been proven to have sexually harassed teenagers sit up there and get away with it. As Representative Justin Jones laid out, that was Representative Justin Pearson. So glad both of them got their seats back. And the reality is to them that two black men having the courage or the audacity to step up and confront the status quo, it was a threat to them and their white supremacist, misogynistic way of life and legislation, archaic. I mean, that's what this was. And this headline right here, Tennessee Republicans call for lynching style hangings in state execution. And they got the pure, unadulterated gall to talk about decorum. Where were the calls for decorum then? When this was, where was it? Thank you, Skip. The calls for expulsion, where were they then? And when it comes to passing legislation that literally starves families and children, or makes it easier to get guns that are used to slaughter thousands of people every year, decorum is never considered. It's tossed out the window entirely when it comes to passing record-breaking military budgets that only profit the military industrial complex, the defense contractors, while abandoning the people you elected to represent. We talking about you on the state and federal level. Where is the decorum then? If you want decorum, baby, provide for the people. Man, that's how I feel about this thing.
Listen, I think you're spot on, and I don't need to mansplain too much, because what you're saying is absolutely true. And I would just add one thing. Hey, that headline is not from the 60s. That was from this year.
Come on.
A Republican suggested that for a bill this year, and nobody had a problem with it. Republicans actually giggled, and so did the person who suggested it giggled when he said it. This is not about decorum. It's about white men having their way in a country that they feel like that was built for them, and they have no rights, that nobody should trump their rights, not even white women.
When they want to
play with them and live out their fantasies, disgusting as they may be.